Morning students, today we are going to start the lesson chapter 5, that is early Vedic civilization. In the previous classes I had completed the Indus Valley civilization. So after Indus Valley civilization, now we are going to study the early Vedic civilization, in which we are going to first know about Aryans. Who were Aryans? This is the biggest question, that from where they come and how they have entered into Indian boundaries. So the advanced Harappan civilization, as we had already read, in the Indus Valley, which flourished between 2500 and 1500 BC, reached a stage of stagnation by 1500 BC. Around this time, the Aryans began to arrive in India in several ways. They came into conflict with the indigenous inhabitants, various inhabitants, called the Dasas and the Dasyas, and took over their lands. Most historians believe that the Aryans were nomadic people who lived in Central Asia. As their population increased, the Aryans were forced to move out of their original home in search of new shelters, because it is assumed by this historians that in Central Asia, due to heavy population pressure, they started to scatter themselves for the new regions to find about the new shelters. So, in search of new shelters and new pastures, those who migrated to India came to be known as the Indo-Aryans. The Aryans entered India in stages and took several centuries to bring India under their control. They first settled in the, as you all can see the map, in the Sapta Sindhu region. They first settled in the Sapta Sindhu region. In this region, we have already read during the Indus Valley civilization, the Sapta Sindhu region, the region of 7 rivers. Here they first settled. I hope so you are able to see this. They first settled here. The Aryans entered India. They first entered outside the boundaries here, Sapta Sindhu region. That is the region of 7 rivers. Underline it. Keep pencils in hand. They named this region as Brahmavarta, which means land of gods. The period between 1500 BCE and 1000 BCE, during which they lived here, is known as the early Vedic period. Here only they first lived at this region, known as the early Vedic period. Here only they started to live, they started to develop new religion, new cultures, new ideas. Thus, the history of India during this period is based mainly on the Rig Veda, which was very important, which was composed during this time, and this period is also known as the Rig Vedic period. In Rig Veda, the living system, their religion, about their culture, all the things are described in the Rig Veda. How to study it, how to understand it, every details are given there, which is a very important part to know their culture, to know their living standard, living ideas. So Aryans gradually moved ahead and settled in the Gangetic Valley. Here in this region, they first entered in Gangetic Valley region. They first settled. The entire region under their control was renamed Aryavata, which means the land of Aryans. This period of settlement between 1000 BC and 500 BC, during which they lived in the Gangetic plain, is known as the later period, later Vedic period. So you underline it. The period of settlement between 1000 BC to 500 BC, during which they lived in Gangetic plain region, this is known as the later Vedic period. Here the early Vedic period where they lived, and here when they started the later Vedic period. Now, what is this Vedic literature? The birth of Rig Vedas, how they were born. What is this Rig Veda? Many questions come in the mind. Our chief source of information about the early Aryans says that in the religious literature known as the Vedas, Veda is a Sanskrit word which means the knowledge or wisdom. The Vedas of the Aryan period are ancient India's religious text. They are the collection of teachings, science and rituals and poems. I am repeating, you underline it also. The Vedas of the Aryan period, underline, are ancient India's religious text. They are a collection of teachings, hymns, rituals and poems. The period during which Aryans lived is referred to as Vedic period. Vedic literature is the chief source of information of the Aryans and thus in the ancient India. So, the Rig Veda, which was born in this region, it is told that was a chief source of information to know about the Aryans. When they entered into the later Vedic period, in the Gangetic Valley region, where the Ganga Yamuna, this is the Ganga Yamuna Doab region, Ganga Yamuna, the Doab region, highly fertile area, whereas here basically the Aryans scattered, settled down, clustered here and settled down here, and the richness and glories of their culture more and more developed in the later Vedic period. But now we are entering into early Vedic period. We have entered into the life of Aryans now. Their living system, how they live, how they started to survive in Indian boundaries. So, the period during which Aryans lived is referred to as the Vedic period. Underline it also. Vedic literature is the chief source of information of Aryans of ancient India. The Vedas are a treasure house of knowledge and collective wisdom of the Aryans. See students, in today's study material I have given you this 2 pages picture, so that only read these 2 pages. No need to read whole lesson now. First, whatever I am explaining, read the 2 pages. Follow it first. Okay? And also I have given you few word meanings, that what do you mean by Indo-Aryans, what do you mean by Brahmavarta, what do you mean by Aryavartas. So these all short worksheet I have given you. First start the lesson in this way. Okay, so no need to study the whole lesson. 2 pages I have given you, only the pictures of it. Read those 2 pages, important, from your book only I have given. So read it. So the period during which Aryans lived is referred to as the Vedic period. Vedic literature is the chief source of information of Aryans of ancient India. The Vedas are a treasure house of knowledge and of collective wisdom of the Aryans. There are 4 Vedas: Rig Veda, Atharva Veda, Samaveda and Yajurveda. Each of these Vedas were first composed verbally over a period of 100 of years and was orally handed down from generation to generation. This continued for several centuries. That means there were four Vedas: Rig Veda, Atharva Veda, Samaveda, and Yajurveda. So this continued for several centuries before finally it was recorded into books. Next, it is also told that the Vedic Aryans also entered the new language that was Sanskrit. Many Indian and foreign languages have been derived from Sanskrit only and is called the mother languages of many languages. The Brahmanas, the Upanishads, the Puranas and the epics, Ramayana and Mahabharata are the other important religious books of the Aryans only. All these sacred books are collectively known as the Vedic literature. They tell us a great deal about the social, religious, economic, and political life of the people during this period. So, the Vedic literature, in which we have studied that the Vedas, the Brahmanas, Upanishad, Puranas, and the epics. In Vedas, there are Rig Veda, Atharveda, Yajurveda, Samaveda, which tells about their living system, their culture, their rituals, their poems, their various political organization. Now we will study about how in an administrative way, how in a settled way they started to understand the political organization of their own society. Aryans were organized into many tribes called Janas in the beginning. Each Jana consisted of number of villages called gramas. A grama was composed of a number of families. Grama, the village. Each village was headed by the Gramini or village headman. See, from ancient times, the system of Gramini or a village headman is going on. Till now, we have studied just now in rural local self government. You remember the Panchayati Raj system, in which village panchayats are always elected among the people only from the villages. So we are studying the history. This is history in the ancient time also. The system of idea of electing the head among the members of the villages as a Gramini or village headman, this system had started. It was so old. How old the system has started. So each tribe had its own chieftain or Rajan. The ablest and the strongest man in the tribe became the king with the consent of the people only. So people judgment was also very important. He protected them from enemies and looked after their welfare. He also acknowledged as their spiritual leader. The king ruled according to the wishes of the tribe and was assisted by the number of officials. So what we have read today, let us do the revision work little bit. First 2 pages only of this lesson we are starting today. Next we'll move on to the next pages in the next class. So in today what we have studied, that how Aryans came, from where, what was the reason they entered into Saptasindhu region first. Actually, it is estimated by the historians that they lived in the Central Asia region, and due to overpopulation they have to shift from that place and settle down for the new shelters. And new shelters they entered into Saptasindhu region. They move on to different places also, but we are studying about the Indian history, the Aryans history, the Indo-Aryans. They entered into India, that is why they were called as Indo-Aryans. So they first entered into the Sapta Sindhu region, this region. And there they first settled down. And thus, in that region, they started their own system of living, their development, their own organizations. Then they later on they moved into the Gangetic Valley region, and there they were called as the later Vedic Aryans. So till this much we have studied. Next, we have also studied that yes, they called the Sapta Sindhu region as the Brahmavarta region, very important. And next, Vedic literature. What do you understand by the Vedic literature? Our chief source of information about the Aryans is the Vedas, that is the Vedic literature. And what do you mean by some important words discussion also, let me do. Today, few important words you have already read from the lesson. Those are Indo-Aryans. The Indo-Aryans were the Aryans who migrated from Central Asia to India. Okay. And Sapta Sindhu means the region of 7 rivers. This was a region in which Aryans first settled, coming from Central Asia. And when they came to India, Brahmavarta means what? The land of gods, the region where the Aryans lived during the early Vedic period, they called as Brahmavarta. Aryavarta means the land of Aryans. The Gangetic Valley where the Aryans settled during the later Vedic period was called Aryavarta. So these 4 topics I have given in your worksheet. You write it. It is important. What do you mean by the term Aryavarta? Aryavarta also write. Till this 2 pages is not there, but coming later Vedic period, this word will be used. So you should be familiar with this word also, that is Aryavarta. So write down this also. I have explained you, it means the land of Aryans. So in today's class, we are ending this class today, but in the next class we will continue with the other pages of this chapter 5 lesson. Thank you, and read at home, read the lesson, and also copy the question answers in your copy, maintain your copies, and read the lesson properly. Don't leave the reading habit. Thank you.